From out of the tunnel onto our set, Texans quarterback Matt Schaub and wide receiver Andre Johnson joining us here on SportsCenter. Matt, the time starts now to set the tone for a team trying to take the next step. How do you begin to do that?
You know, it really starts going back in the offseason when the rookies come in. You know, we're in the offseason program. OTAs are going. We're going through those, and you start to put your team together. You start to find out, who's going to come along and help us out from a young player perspective, and for veterans where we can improve. And then once we get out here in training camp, we put the pads on. That's when we really find out about guys. When it's hot, guys are tired. But it's just about putting the pieces to the puzzle together and finding out what we're made of and getting that chemistry and putting it all out here on the field.
Certainly hot. You got that part right. So you're entering your 10th season, Andre entering your 11th season. Are you guys in particular, Andre, feeling the sense of urgency about getting to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's definitely a sense of urgency. I mean, that's all 32 teams' ultimate goal at the beginning of the season. But at the same time, it's not going to get done unless you go out here and prepare and work for it. So that's what we're trying to do right now, just trying to lay the foundation for the season. And, the coaches will choose the top 53 guys for opening season, and we'll go from there.
When you guys pass, Matt, it's usually you're coming in the direction of Andre Johnson. How much of that is a desire to make sure you get the ball into your big playmaker's hands, and how much of it is he just gets open all the time?
It's both. Obviously, when we go into any game, we want to get Andre involved early, because when he gets involved early and makes plays, other guys are going to step up and make plays. It opens up so much for our offense. Our running game starts going, so we always look to get him the football. A, because he gets open all the time, and B, he's such a big weapon for us and playmaker for us. So it always starts there, and then Arian takes over with the run game, and then you find Owen Daniels making plays and other guys. So, but it all goes through number 80.
What's been the key to your success? I mean, you've been doing this at a high level for such a long time.
Just working hard. I mean, that's pretty much what motivates me and wanting to be the best. I just go out, people have things to say about me, even coming in this season, can he still do it? And, little things like that just motivate you to go out and just show people what you can do. But I always said if I was able to, stay healthy, I can go out and put up the numbers. And when I've been healthy, that's what I've done.
You guys have added another receiver, first-round draft pick, DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. Everybody talks about the size of his hands. I saw a story you said he makes these one-hand catches because he has such large hands. What else has impressed you about him, Matt?
His willingness to learn. As a young player in our offense at the receiver position, we ask him to do so much. Understanding route adjustments versus certain coverages, being able to block in the run game. There's so much that goes into it that people don't know. It's very hard to make that leap to this level as a receiver asked to step right into a starting role. But he's really been willing to learn and understand that position and been all ears as far as Andre helping him out, me trying to help him out to understand where he needs to be. And he just wants to come out, work, and get better and help our team to a championship. And I think that's where it starts with him.
You guys are so good at play action because your run game is so strong. How much of a factor is Arian Foster in helping to set everything up?
It's huge because obviously he touches the ball so much in the run game that when we can get the run game going and then we play action fake with him, and then we got guys like Andre, DeAndre, Owen working down the field, those secondary defenders take one step up and we can get by him and hit some big plays down the field. And if it's not there, we have a guy like Arian we can dump it off to, and he's proven that he can make some people miss and make big plays there.
Down the stretch last season, you guys started 11-1. Everything was going great. It looked like this is the year the Texans are going to make the move, number one seed, the whole deal, and then it fell apart. So how do you set goals for this season, knowing that it's the end of the season, really, that you're going to be judged on?
Well, I mean, that's the biggest thing. You have to play your best football, at the end of the season. That's when you're supposed to start playing your best. And we came out the gate smoking.
Yeah.
And, I think towards the end, we just kind of ran out of gas. And we have to just find that consistency as a football team to be able to keep playing, the way we played at the beginning of the season, at the end. So, that's something we know, after going through what we went through last year. And it's something we're working on as a team, just being consistent and showing up at those big moments.
All right, let's take a look at the schedule and get your thoughts on the schedule, because everybody, Darren and I were joking, every fan of every team looks at the schedule, oh, 10-6, 11-5, But you guys have all the pieces in place, so then it comes down to how the schedule falls out. Chargers and Titans, I mean, I know you guys are thinking wins there, but then you get into Ravens, Seahawks, 49ers. I mean, that's a tough stretch, as tough a stretch maybe as anybody will see this season.
You know, every year when you get the schedule, you look at the first game. You want to know who you open up with, home or away. And then I think most guys, it's natural to look, all right, when do we play at night games? Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night. But, it's all about week one, and we want to be at our best come September 9th when we go to San Diego, and then we'll take it from there. But, everyone's good in this league. You got to play really good football, solid 60 minutes of football to win at this level. We found that out last year where we played back-to-back, overtime games. And, it's just something that you always got to be at your best each Sunday.
Right. Andre Johnson, Matt Schaub, and the Texans looking to take the next step after back-to-back division titles. They're thinking Super Bowl as they prepare here at Texans training camp.